Hello everyone, welcome back to the Séance of Manor. I cannot wait to get into this one. I couldn't stop thinking about it. He's not in there. So it's him, right? It can only be him, right? Stationary. This was Dracula, right? Yes. From a man driven so much by his wife's recent death, he has no mementos of her in his room. Yeah. Wait, was that all I had to find? Yeah. That was everything. I can talk to him about that. So where is he? Mr. Coventry. Well, he's speaking right now in the drawing room, so maybe we should listen to that. I think it would be interesting. We have nothing to do, so...
Well, this is quite the turnout. Even the Marquess himself has come. Well, I hadn't expected anyone to take much interest in the area. I suppose I should start by introducing myself. My name is Simon Coventry. I'm going to share some interesting facts about this part of Ireland that I picked up while researching for this trip. So, I'm sure you all know, this land came into the Blake family in the 1650s after Cromwell's invasion. What I found interesting was what came before. This land was a place of worship and innovation. A gathering spot for scholars and engineers and artists to work on understanding and advancement, the betterment of their people. Easy pickings for Edward Blake. No doubt he and Cromwell cared very little for any knowledge held by primitive pagans. I couldn't find anything that spoke to what happened at the work from that site. Presumably it was set ablaze. One has to assume not everyone was put to death by Cromwell's forces. However, I suspect many surrounding families have stories and knowledge passed down from that time and those people. Why, given his background, perhaps our very own Dr. Callahan is linked to that place.
You flatter me, sir.
Perhaps those survivors are the reason that Connacht is home to all manner of wonderful myths and sacred sites. Brachroin and Owenaga Cave, Queen Maeve and her cattle raids, the Children of Lear. All fascinating stories, but too long to get into here. Certainly worth a read in the very well-stocked library here, if you find yourself bored. Not that I can see that happening with the Séance only hours away.
Does anything of the pre-Christian site still exist?
Oh, I don't think so, I'm afraid. From what I can gather, it was all razed to make way for the castle and its estate.
I read one monk's account that what was here before was partially underground.
You've done your homework, Father. Yes, some accounts do suggest that, though none of the maps I've studied show anything useful. Marquess?
There are some sinkholes on the far reaches of the grounds, where caverns beneath the old settlements collapsed in. I do not know whether those collapses are the result of time, or if they were manually closed. I suppose it matters not either way. Nothing else remains.
Well, there you go, Father. That's me, I am afraid. I've nothing else to share. Probably quite mundane in the face of everything, but nothing wrong with a break in the face of madness.
You again.
Lord, how are you?
Well, your wife would have a picture I could see. Ah, those are in my room. I'll remember to take one when I'm next there, to show you later on. You freaking liar. What did you think of the masked ball? I've never been to anything like it. When you get to my age, you think you've seen everything. Evidently, I was wrong. I saw a great many things. I had conversations with all manners of near-human things. It should have been terrifying, but it was also exhilarating. I am left entirely drained by it today, though. Huh. Where's everything? We haven't talked about his timetable? Oh yeah, we have. Everything. Okay. Miss Evelyn Dean. Have you met Miss Dean? Not really, no. Every time I see her, she's exhausted from her day. I suppose this is an important event for her, even though I don't know the woman. I can tell she's a big fish in this pond. I'm sure she'll find time for me by the time all this is over. She's missing. You should know that, right? Walter Blake, maybe? If I understood correctly, the Marquess has a son living somewhere in the manor. He lives in their private residence of the East Wing, I believe. I saw him once, being wheeled through the grounds, but that was only from a distance. I gave him a wave and he returned it, but I'll admit it was lackluster. Not used to people, a bit of a recluse. Having lost his mother at a young age, that is understandable. True. He's been through a lot. Let's ask about Mr. O'Finn. What do you make of Mr. O'Finn? We've not properly met, an odd fellow to see at a gathering like this. But then, what do I know about gatherings like this? Quite a character, though. He strikes a mighty portrait, wouldn't you say? Do you happen to know anything about the Fae? Perhaps we'd best not talk about them for the sake of the superstitious guests, I mean. I don't want to upset anyone.
Good day, sir. And to you.
Ah. Right, I need to talk to Master Blake, but I can only do that after the silent dinner. And the silent dinner is at 8. Okay, well, only the culprit and the Blake residence left. Well, I kind of want to talk to the people we've already solved their mysteries of and see what's...
We meet again, Mr.
What's next for them, you know? We can talk about this. With his issues laid to rest, what's next for him?
How do you feel about your decision?
It does not give me the same clearness of path as my original plans did, but there is relief in no longer facing my end at the Séance tonight. Perhaps I was too eager for a grand gesture, a final attempt at success. I think this is a better path to my goal. It's not that far from what I do, after all, except, and this is the funny bit, you don't expect a loan to be paid back. I grew up thinking of that as a handout, but now I see it as a transaction. I pay money to buy legacy. Oh, don't look at me like that, Mr. Ward. The Catholics have been buying their way into heaven for centuries. This is the same thing, but in a different hat.
Oh my god, shots fired.
An old leopard can't change his spots. At least, not right away. But who knows? Maybe my mind will lead and heart follow. And if we all get our needs met, who cares what the underlying intention is, eh?
Okay, well.
Good day, Mrs.
Good day.
Good day. Yeah, you. Wait, I still have to profile him. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Ah, Mr. Ward. How can I help?
It looks so scary, man. Blake Manor. Has the manor been open to the public for long? I took over the titles and lands when my father died in the mid-1860s. The manor was over 200 years old by then and needed much work. But the famine did not leave a lot of spare funds, so I opened the place as a hotel to help finance the renovation. This was in the spring of 1870. The work is never ending, so we stay open, but it wasn't for that reason alone. It's nice to have people here. When I was young, there were more of us. I'm told in my grandfather's time before that, there were many families under one roof. It was not made to sit here idle. It is good for the house to have life in it. Map of the region. Might I ask how much of this area belongs to you and your family? I'm unsure anymore. We owned quite a lot a long time ago. Some have been sold over the years or traded as dowries. There are records, but I'd have to go and search them. Washerwoman. Maybe he can talk about this. When I arrived, I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. I've seen this woman, though she's no woman. She's a specter. I see her across the manor, more now as the place fills and the hour draws near. Sometimes I think she is Mary, but no. Interesting. Walter Blake does not like the company of strangers. Your son Walter, he keeps to himself. He's not best suited to live in a hotel. But our private residence is large enough that he is never forced to face that reality. Would he have been different had the accident not happened? His mother was certainly more social than I. Perhaps he would have learned some of that from her. Okay. Hauntings. It is likely the time of year and the event playing with my mind, but I could swear I've seen things, figures in the distance. There have been reports of hauntings on the manor and its grounds as far as my family has held it. Certainly I have encountered the occasional oddity myself. What do I think they are? In truth, I do not know. Are they even real? Well, on that, all I can say is the Blake family records are littered with mysterious deaths and insanities that have no other explanation. Hopefully tonight we will find out for certain. Let's talk about Walter. I've not had the pleasure of meeting your son. Nor will you. With respect, sir, I do not think this event is suitable for him. Too many strange ideas for this young mind. It is bad enough that I have stayed straight down this path. If my wildest dreams come true and I see my wife, then I will be fit to deal with whatever that does to me. But he's just a boy. I fear what seeing her like that might do to him. Or not seeing her that, too, would be hard on him. I would do anything to protect that boy, and so I have ordered him to stay in our residence until this whole ordeal is over. I cannot read.
Excuse me.
Of course.
Of course. Have I profiled him now? No. Great. Okay, what I wanted to do was I wanted to go into the library also. To see what else we can read up on. Maybe there's something interesting. Where was the library? Here. Because we still need to look at all those books we found. Lucid dreaming, Egyptian archaeology. I think we looked at all this. Blake history, Irish history. Have we read all this? No, we haven't read these. Let's look up Mary Blake. After her marriage to Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon, in 1881, she gained the title of Marchioness. Marchioness Blake established the Blake Foundation in 1890. Through the foundation, the Marchioness constructed and founded several orphanages, ragged schools, and windows almshouses in impoverished rural towns and villages across Connacht. The Marchioness committed much of the Blake's... Oh, wait, I think I already read this. Nothing right now on Blake history. Maybe Irish history. No. Here, is this the same? Look up Magdalene Asylum? Wait. Magdalene Asylum originates from convent-run institutions for fallen women, which began in 13th century Italy. Mary Magdalene was an ideal symbol for the institutions, as she is often associated with repentance, devotion, and the power of grace. A network of convents and institutions expanded across Italy and Catholic Europe, providing secluded spaces for women seeking penance, particularly former prostitutes. In 18th century England, philanthropists founded institutions like the Magdalene Hospital, adapting Catholic models to Protestant contexts for the care and rehabilitation of vulnerable women. This was later brought to Ireland by a Protestant philanthropist, Lady Arabella Denny, who founded Ireland's first Magdalene Asylum. Wait, that's so interesting. Standing stones, Ungum carvings. Okay. Let's see. World history. The captain of the forest. Quilombolas. Oliver Cromwell. Carnival. Wait, this is the same again, right? Yes. Flora and fauna. White heather, nothing else? Okay. Medicine. Oh yeah, let's see. Laudanum. Laudanum is quite the miraculous tincture and can treat any number of ills. Used to treat all manner of ailments, from teething trouble to post-operative pain. I don't think you should give this to a baby. Coughs, infections of the chest, conditions of the heart, stomach trouble, female disorders. Oh yeah, we all know those. And insomnia, to name but a few. It seems to have no end of uses. Formulated from 1 part powdered opium to 9 parts alcohol and available in premixed tinctures, it is an invaluable addition to one's home arsenal. Wow, that sounds horrible. Extracted in India from the bark of the cinchona tree, quinine was used in 17th century South America as a treatment for malaria and fevers. Through British trade networks, quinine became commonplace in Irish medicine. As a general fever remedy, it can be purchased from chemists and apothecaries in premixed tinctures and tonics, as well as in pill and powdered form. Quinine sulfate powder is often sold in small quantities without the need for a prescription. Due to its dreadfully bitter taste, it is recommended to mix it with water, sugar, and spirits for easier consumption. In high doses, its side effect may include dizziness, numbness, and dulling of the senses. In severe cases, it can cause nausea, confusion, and temporary blindness. Yet quinine remains the preferred option for many, as its side effects are less harmful and addictive than most opioid alternatives. Although its distribution has been regulated since 1868, along with opioids and arsenic-based substances, high doses of quinine can still be obtained in Ireland from local chemist shops upon presentation of a physician's order. Okay. So Miss Lau got it from India. Okay. Sciences. What can we look up here? Waveforms. Archaeology. What can we look up here that we haven't looked up already? The last native pharaoh. I think we already saw this in the book. Canopic jars were used in ancient Egyptian burials to hold the significant major organs of the mummified person, typically decorated with images of gods. The belief was that a person Oh, there you are, Miss Hisham. Geography. World mythology. Look up vampires. Undead humans who survive by draining the blood of the living. A common supernatural element in most European cultures. Examples include... I'm gonna butcher all these, so I'm not gonna read those. The Irish... This was called a dwarf for its childlike proportions. Despite its anger and bloodthirst, its subjects were drawn to it as if under a spell. They are nigh impossible to kill, being vulnerable only to wood from the yew tree. Even then, once killed, it needs to be buried upside down and weighed down with stone of such a size that it would take at least 5 good men to move it. For these reasons, it is said that once a land is plagued by they are never to truly be free from it, that it will return to feed on generation after generation. Wait, is Walter Blake maybe a vampire? No way, right? That would be crazy. Irish folklore. Wait, these are probably the stories Mr. Coventry just talked about. Yes, these are those. Look up the washerwoman, or the Bonnie is an instance of the other folk providing unwelcome news without exhibiting aggression or violence. The apparition is said to appear before battle, where she will be seen washing the bloody armor of those to die as if they are already dead. It is said she appears at battlegrounds as she feeds off of grief. Perhaps this is why she shows visions of those to die. Okay, interesting. Spiritualism, what is here? Tarot cards, the second side, seances, ghosts. Oh, let's look up Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. To the layperson, not much is known about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, henceforth the Golden Dawn. It is a secret magical society founded in England, although it is rumored to have further branches. Reportedly, the Golden Dawn's focus is on divine magic and spiritual development, though the specifics of this are unknown. Despite the Golden Dawn's enigmatic nature, its members may be recognized by its symbol, a Latin cross with a rose in its center and a pentagram and several alchemical symbols on each arm. Religion! I should read up on this, actually. Celtic religious symbols. Samhain. Approximately pronounced Samhain is a Gaelic festival tradition occurring on the 1st of November, toward the end of the harvest season and at the beginning of winter. Believed to be born of pagan tradition, the festival represents a time in the year where the boundaries between the mundane world and the other world would weaken. And as such, many traditions associated with the festival are thought to be protective to ward away the spirits that would otherwise broach the boundary and cause the living harm. During this time, spirits were to be appeased with offerings of food and drink, so that they would leave the living in peace throughout the rest of the year. Oh, that's what Miss Lau had in her room. Okay, we found something about vampires. An old legend of a dwarf magician known for mind control and drinking the blood of its subject. And we can discuss this with Walter. So maybe he actually is a vampire. That's so crazy. It could still be Miss Mantovani, and I have not uncovered that many facts about her. Let's see what we need to do. Yeah. With her issues laid to rest was next for her. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe we should talk about that with her. Also, it could still be Father Sinnott. It could still be him. He has a motive. I don't have enough facts about her to have a motive, I think. Wait, this one has an exclamation mark. Profile, the Marquess. How come I still need to profile him? I've talked about all of this. Maybe I need to talk to Walter about this. I should attend the silent dinner, yeah. I know that already. And Mr. Coventry. It could also be him. But for that I need to talk to Master Blake. So let's talk to Miss Mantovani for now. And see if she has something to say. Wait. Did I skip her? Oh, I don't know where she is. Where has she been? She was in the hedge maze. Maybe she's still in the hedge maze. Let's just go there and see. Everything is so much scarier now that it's dark out. See, this looks terrifying. So, yesterday was my birthday. That's why I didn't upload a video on Wednesday. I mean, I'm recording this on Thursday, so... But that's why you didn't see a video yesterday. A close-up well, I can hear water on the other side. It's covered in these markings. Miss Callahan drew them here to protect the well, and so in turn the land. Yeah. I know. Okay. Is nobody in the hedge maze? Well, she's not here, so let's go back. I guess. We have 1 minute left. Until 6. Wait, did we find out last time that Walter is a vampire, or did we find that out just now? Because I had to stop the recording the last time because I couldn't keep editing. I mean, I had to stop the episode because I couldn't keep editing. So maybe we just found that out in this video. If we did, I'm sorry for that. I'm a little frazzled. What is next for you? Maybe we should talk about that.
Mr. Ward, you need to talk to me?
Yes. Reflections.
How are you feeling now?
I feel like myself again, but the face. What magic was that? How does something like that work? What did Wilhelmina get up to when she left here? Was it Nectar Nebo who had taken a hold of her body at the time? Or some Gin? And what damage have they done? I feel like these things may become my next obsession.
Okay.
I'll leave you be.
May Allah guide you.
6 o'clock now. What does that mean? I don't know. What is at 6? I just looked at that. I'm so sorry. Is something at 6? There's nothing, right? Oh, Hedgemaze scrying. Yeah. Well, we could have stayed in the Hedgemaze for that, so let's go back, I guess. This is what happens. This is what happens when I play games. I'm just way too... What are you doing here?
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Oh, bay 12 of the luggage room. Do you give out tickets for the luggage room, Mr. Varley? We do, Mr. Ward. Would you know who owns the ticket for bay 12? I found a ticket on the floor and was hoping to track down the owner. It belongs to Miss Dean, but unfortunately her bags are already gone.
I need nothing else,
Certainly.
Wait. I don't even remember where we got that. Should we look in the luggage room again? Let's do that. It was right here. We looked at that. Sometimes it's really hard to see with the detective vision. Yeah, why was that stuffed in there? Miss Dean's bag. Though for one so well-to-do, it's odd there aren't more. It's empty. Likely she had unloaded everything in her room before this came down here. I have found what she was trying to hide. The invite in the vent. There's nothing else for me here. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Mr. Ward. Thank you so much. So let's go to the hedge maze. Let's scry, shall we? Is this even the way? I don't think so. Oh, hello, Mr. Hunter. Goodbye, Mr. Hunter. You guys also... I made a poll in the YouTube, what is it called? Communities section tab thingy. And you wanted me to play Palia and Scarlet Hollow. So that's what I'm going to do next. I think for maybe next Friday's episode, I'm gonna play Palia because I really want to.
She seems a sweet girl. How old is she?
She'll be 14 in the winter.
You
Oh
I
no!
said she'll be 14.
It's not the words, dear, but the tone. Just the way a parent would talk about their child.
It so happens I might be the closest Alma has these days.
That's a terrible burden for someone so young.
No. It's a privilege. One that I am happy that I'll now get to fulfill to its end.
Aww. Can we see what they are seeing? No, we can't. That was cute.
Ah, Declan. Aren't you fierce good coming back to see me?
Wait, we can discuss this. Let's do that. Maybe she knows about Malaysian bloodlines. Did you know that Miss Dean hails from a powerful Malaysian bloodline? That's what I've been hearing, at least. Does she know? That little... No wonder she... Oh, I've no time to spend on bitterness, Declan. I'll hope she miraculously puts it to good use and leave it at that. What's next for you?
Satisfied?
Oh, gods, no. The seance is still going ahead. Damage will still happen. But we've protected the well. And I think a rift between Rory and I is mended. Declan, I'm so proud of him. What a fool I was to be such a stick in the mud. I should have trusted his new ways. And, in doing so, had faith in myself as a teacher. I guess one always worries they've not done enough to prepare their young'uns. But you have to let them fly, I suppose. And Rory, he soared.
Wow, so poetic. Can you tell me about Milesians, the final race to settle in Ireland, and the ancestry to its current inhabitants? Also, the library is missing the book on Tuatha De Danann, so maybe I should ask about that too. Maybe she has that book. What can you tell me about Tir na No? It's the home of the gods, Declan, and not just the gods, the fair folk, and our dead too. It's sort of underneath us, and it isn't, as is the way of such places. But it's there enough that coming and going is possible through passageways found at places of great power, once the day is dark. Caverns like Owainat or cairns of important people, or dolmens, significant ways under, down, and through. Oh, okay, look, we found some stuff. That's interesting. What can you tell me about Milesians? Well, that's the race of men who came to this island and battled the gods for the right to stay. Funny, we first fought them, then we worshipped them, then we largely forgot. I like that more than worshipping the gods that we all lost to. I like that more than worshipping the gods that we all lost to in the end myself. Well, maybe we should also ask her about this stuff. The goddess Morrigan, the war witch. Can you speak on the Morrigan? And what could I tell you? That she's a blood-hungry madwoman? Or that she's the great savior of this land, a mother of monsters and lover of mankind? Maybe she's all of it. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's that and more. I don't truly know. I don't walk her path, and I've not met her. The monks who wrote down our ways edited our ways. So, is she the villain they made her out to be? Maybe, but I'd wager she was more likely just a powerful and headstrong lass. That's villain enough for those monastic boys. The god Guivnu. What do you know about the name Guivnu? A smithing god, same as Breed. My understanding is his work focused more on war, weapons and armor, you see, whereas her work was more of daily tasks, horseshoes, tools, pots, and the likes. Interesting. And can you tell me anything about the Kaylee? A bit. Kayleech? I don't know how you say that. A bit. It's her I welcome in when I form the circle and make space for intentions to form. I've sat on her chair at the spring equinox to welcome the days, and then again on the autumn one to bid them farewell. I've crawled through her house on Sleeve Gion and caught a glimpse of the other world. In return, she sometimes visits me in my sleep and teaches me a trick or two. It's from her I have my Da Shelach. I think. That's how you say that. Oh, that's so interesting. She's so much in contact with these. That's crazy. When I arrived, I thought I saw a woman washing clothes in the fountain. Ah, Declan, I'm sorry for whatever loss you've suffered. The Bonnie, she's called, an omen of death to come. This is the kind of thing I was warning people about. If you're seeing her, we'll have death before this weekend is over, if it hasn't already happened. Why did you say sorry for my loss? The Bonnie, she's only clearly visible to those who are grieving. She's lured by the death to come, but can be seen by those with death's touch still on them, those still grieving for love lost. Okay, we knew that already. Maybe she can say something about the ball? Did you enjoy the masked ball, Miss Callahan? I didn't go. I wasn't about to head to a thing like that. I was playing cards with the staff for most of it. The costumes were something else, though. I'll give you all that. Okay.
I'll let you go.
You take care now, Declan. And don't forget to get a
Yeah, I'm gonna eat. It's okay. Can I ask you something?
Hello, Mr. Ward. How's the day treating you?
Oh, right. The journal entry detailing a recent altercation between Miss Dean and Miss Quinn. I gather you and Miss Dean had a falling out of sorts. I suppose that is a way to describe it. I do not make friends easily, Mr. Ward. I have a great deal of responsibilities, and I am left with little time for socializing. Evelyn came to me for help, deciphering a grimoire, an ancient tome of spells, that being my specialty. I liked her. She was curious and sharp. She was exciting to be around. Chaotic, which was a nice break from how ordered the rest of my life was. We fast became friends. Then one of her friends in the order showed up with a Sufi, who had, or claimed to have, an original copy of the Picatrix with annotations not copied into later editions. She had to see it, of course, and all she needed to do was to steal some of my books as payment. And denounce me publicly too, though I still don't understand the why of that. To stop me coming after her, I suppose. I couldn't, though. I was heartbroken. I washed my hands of it all and returned to my work. It would have been wiser to stick to my books in the first place. Oh, okay, interesting. Wait, did we not analyze her? How could we even form the hypothesis? That's crazy. Forgive me, miss, but can I ask, how did you end up with the injuries you've sustained? How do I... It's enough to say I've had terrible luck. But there is some luck, I suppose, in the fact that I have only been scarred and wasn't killed, and it hasn't killed me yet. You talk like there's something after you. It does look that way, Mr. Ward. Okay. I think I've talked about this, right? Yeah, she's a poet. And that's a beautiful brooch you have from your sister. Okay. Okay, so she knows about the Grim War. Why can we not ask her about that then? That's interesting. Well, what do you think about the ball? Never expected Marcus Blake would be the sort to allow such a thing. Maybe I'm not as good as a judge of character as I thought. Okay, well that doesn't get me anything.
With the ritual complete, am I to understand that the Quinn family is free of their curse?
I've instructed my solicitor to transfer all the deeds to Miss Barbosa. If Biddy O'Connor keeps her word, yes, I think it's done. Finally. Finally.
If I might ask, will you and your family be all right? Losing that much land and the money from it must mean you're losing most of your assets.
Oh, almost everything. We will be significantly poorer, there's no doubt about that. It will not be easy, but I have some renown as a poet. I'll find the money for my sister's dowries that way, and I will work for my living. We are going to be okay. I will see to it. I got us this far, and I suppose you did too, in the end. So, thank you, Mr. Ward. No, none of it will be easy, but it will be worth it. After all, for the first time in my life, I have a future.
Aww.
I'll leave you be.
Farewell.
That's good. Okay, let's go back.
Again?
What will you do after this?
If you must discuss it. Now that I know I am forever doomed, I think I am done with this life. I will return to New York and my husband, and try to find some way to enjoy this joyless experience. He will be happy, I am sure. It will free some storage space for his golf trophies.
Aww.
I won't bother you anymore.
Goodbye now.
Poor Miss Erickson. I still can't believe we did that. I seriously thought I wouldn't be able to do that because... Whoa.
Yes, my child.
Because... I don't know, I thought I was running out of time. What is next for you?
Are you okay, Father?
My mission is not complete, but my part in it is over. What happens next is up to you. As for me, I have spent much of my life fighting the Demiurge's illusions. Whatever comes after this, trick or not, I intend to let myself enjoy it while I can.
Okay.
I'll take...
Go with God.
Okay, let's wait. You can skip to the next hour using an hourglass. Time can only be skipped forward and hours lost cannot be regained. Yes. Let's do that. I could wait a while. Wait until the next hour. Yes. What is at 7? The bar closes. Okay, well. Let me see. Yeah, Mr. Coventry's in the atrium. Kinda wanna talk to him. Only for a little bit. Okay, let's talk to Mr. Coventry. Let's just see if we have anything we can talk about.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
I've heard talk that this manor is haunted. Have you seen anything of the type? Well, I wouldn't like to call it a haunting until I'm absolutely certain, but sometimes I hear people talking before I walk out my room. There's no one there, of course, and it seems to be the same conversation each time. I can't make any of it out, really. Probably just old pipes. Sure, yeah. Tell me about yourself, Mr. Coventry. Are you sure I'm not nearly as interesting as the other guests? I wouldn't say that. I don't find anyone here uninteresting. You're too kind, Mr. Ward. I'm not sure there's much to say about myself. I'm but an aging jeweler making do, but not on par with many other guests here. I love a good read, and even at my age I can recall a fair bit of most things I've taken in. It's left me something of an armchair historian. If it concerns Britain or Ireland in the past 500 years, I can likely tell you something about it. Why, I gave a talk on the history of the region earlier today. I know, we attended. What do you think about Miss Mantovani? What are your thoughts on Miss Mantovani? I gather she's very well respected in her field. She's quite the catch for an event as far off as this, indeed. I think she's the sole reason so many have come this far. She gave me a reading. It all sounded very impressive, but didn't make all that much sense to me, I'm afraid. Okay, well.
Good day, sir. And to you.
Okay, we need to talk about Walter. Talk with Walter about him. I want to find Miss Mantovani first. I don't think we can find her. Maybe she's in her room. Let's see if she's in her room. No, she's not in her room. Well, she must be somewhere then, right? I don't know. I don't think she's in the hedge maze. Let me walk around a bit, and I will see you guys when I found her. I found her! Yay! There she is. Let's talk to her.
Signor Ward, we meet again.
Yeah.
I wish there was more I could do.
As do I, Signor. But it is how it is. I have pushed myself for so long. I was young when I left my family for a better life. And I found it. I enjoyed the finest things with the finest company. But for all my fame, I have little to show. And faced with the end, I finally realized what wealth I had at home. Like everyone in my position, I thought I would have more time. I thought I could go back, fix that, which I broke. What a cliche I have become. Maybe this is what the ghosts are trying to tell us, that our time is limited and we would do well to be more precious with it. One way or the other, I am soon to find out.
Aww. I don't suppose you've met Miss Dean, have you? We have met, not here, before in London, many times. She flutters from person to person to suit her own agenda. I've seen the damage she has caused, so I stay away. She cannot poison the flower she cannot land on. Ah, okay. You're to be our guide for the séance, I understand? That's an impressive undertaking. It is, but one among many, Signor Ward. Every part wants a cartomancer. I thought I must tell you, there's something about the shadows. Too long, too many in the wrong place. I'm sure it's just the amount of ghosts lining up to speak with us and not something else. Do not worry, this is good. What a night we will have to remember. That does not sound good. Marquess Blake seemed to have spared no expense on this event. I think I'm worth the money, no? I meant the ball last night. Ah, yes, the ball. I worry we might have provoked some spirits, but the Marquess insisted on the drugs. Part of attuning ourselves to this place and its frequency. And the others, they seemed happy with the experience, no? Did they? I mean, yeah, they kinda did. And that was really weird. Have you noticed anything out of place here, Miss Mantovani? Oh, yes, Signor. The spiders, for one thing. I saw a bird last Thursday, little. All caught up in their webs. I made a small grave for it beside the stable, but you know what I found the next day? Don't tell me it was empty. I found spiders littered across the grave, feathers through their bellies, like offerings. I never knew why people were scared of spiders. Never knew. There are worse things that chase them. Ew, that's so scary! What the hell? So tell me about yourself, Miss Mantovani. Oh, I always hate this. I'm from the north of Italy, a farming community. It was clear from a young age I was gifted. I would predict things, find lost items. This was cute, but once I heard the dead, the people of my town grew cold. Even some in Mia Familia grew distant. My nonna, she took me to see a strega, a witch. I was taught the tarot and our folk magic. Italy has its own magic, of course. Soon I was good enough that I made a name for myself. Money and fame came not long after. Which is how I came to be here, see? Okay, well.
That's all.
Of course.
That didn't do that much, did it? Maybe we should talk to Marquess Blake.
Ah, Mr. Ward.
Simon Coventry. Have you met Mr. Coventry? I've tried to meet with each of the event's guests. Mr. Coventry's reason for being here mirrors my own. He has lost a wife. Hopefully he too gets what he wants from the séance. How did you hear about Miss Mantovani? In the same way one learns of any expert. I asked for recommendations. Her name came at the top of most lists, and so I contacted her. She has proven a delight, and I have the utmost faith in her for the task she undertakes.
If you'll excuse me, Marquess Blake.
Of course.
Okay, so I talked to Marquess about every single guest here, but he just didn't have a lot to say about
Hello
them.
again, my friend.
Let's see what you have to say. Have you heard of, well, ghosts that are larger than normal? I've heard of a great many things. Many cultures claim to have had giants walk their lands in times past. But no, I've never seen or heard of it, at least nothing that makes sense. That makes me believe. But other things, that is possible. Perhaps not a ghost, but an angelic visitation or other godly figure maybe? This land's old gods, the Tua de Danann, would have been described as larger than man, for example, and the mythology here references many giants in that vein. Okay.
Not at all, Mr. Ward.
He doesn't really help us, so we almost have 8. So I've asked Miss Joyce about Simon Coventry, and she said, well, perhaps, I said, have you spoken to Mr. Coventry? Well, perhaps I would have gotten a chance were he not so busy luring Miss Dean to his quarters. Well, at least he has the decency to look ordinary. I can't understand what he wants with the séance, really. I hope he comes to his senses and leaves. That's really suspicious. Okay.
I'll be off.
Now we have 8
Mrs.
p.m.
Joyce.
and we can attend the silent dinner, guys.
God bless you, sir.
Let's do it. I'm so excited. Let's go to the dining room. And I hope we meet our brother, because we invited him.
Mr. Ward, will you be joining the silent dinner?
Yes.
A reminder, sir, that the silent dinner is different to the other meals. Silent being the operative word here.
Okay.
No talking, please. Unless you'd like to upset our guests. And they're unnerved by staring, so none of that.
Okay.
Secondly, there will be no staff. We'll be having our own meal in the servants' hall. Though, of course, your food has already been prepared. Thirdly, I've been told to impress upon you that this is a deeply spiritual event. If you feel the need to leave, that's fine, but don't disturb anyone.
Okay.
That should be all, if you'll allow me to show you to your seat.
No.
Ghosts? Lord save me. I cannot get used to this. Laura? She returned for this, despite being freed. Mrs. Lau's husband. Is that Mary Blake? Why is she facing away?
Cold dead shoulder.
Alexander Quinn?
And my brother.
Eamon? I did not think that you could actually could have actually. I suppose I shouldn't stare. Varley said it upsets them. Then, I suppose, all there is to do is eat. What is this?
The key.
There is a key here. The note reads, Blake residence now. Mrs. Joyce, I assume. Perhaps it's a good time to investigate, since the Marquess and most of the guests appear to be here.
Whoa. That was crazy. We saw our brother. Let's see what we have in our hands right now. Blake residence. We have the key. A key to the Blake family's private wing of the manor, which is accessed through the basement or the manor's ground floor. Oh my god! Whoa! Entrance hall, 'Hall, 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 ' There's less than an hour to the séance. Entering the Blake residence is the point of no return. Are you confident in the knowledge you have gained about the culprit and suspects thus far? I think so. What's going on here? It's all boarded up. Look at my time! What the hell? Miss Joyce was right. Things are not right here. Oh my god, that's so scary! What is this? These papers, the scrawlings on them are largely indecipherable, and many pages are ruined from liquid being spilled on them. Gather mystics. Séance will channel their life energy. Psychic jolt. Then when the veil is at its thinnest, open the portal. Wake the god from its sleep. Each letter S has been drawn over in red ink. Okay. Nothing in the desk. Drafts of invites for a handful of participants. Only O'Finn, Dean, and Mantovani's names are here. Okay. Front door. I can't enter. Locked door. Look at this. What? A defaced family portrait. Yeah. Is this fresh? What? What is going on? What state of mind was he in? What state of mind is he in? It's sticky with alcoholic residue. It's nearly empty. Okay, so he was drunk. What is this? Is this a cage? Elevator! This must be to allow Walter Blake to move between floors. Okay. I think I looked at everything. Okay, this is just debris. The statues have been blindfolded. A portrait of the Blake family. There's another one of these in the atrium if I remember correctly. They look quite similar. Okay, this is locked. Let's go this way then. Lab. What? Secret laboratory? Ew. What the? It looks to be a sort of lineage map. It starts with 3 names from long ago. Eberfin, Emergen, and Arimon. It works its way down, then to modern times. At the bottom, many names are struck out, but 2 are circled. Evelyn Dean and Donald O'Finn. The 3rd lineage has been erased. After the name Grain Ni Emirgen. Emirgen? A 3rd bloodline. Who is the 3rd bloodline? The gate is sealed by 3 locks, each requiring the blood of the Milesians who locked it. What the hell? Notes. Schematics for some kind of machine that harnesses lightning to some end. Esoteric book. This book seems to be part science, part occult. An attempt to marry the two? Oh, what is this? I can't begin to imagine what this represents. Whatever meaning this may have is lost on me. I don't understand the text as a whole, but some parts of the grid have been circled. A set of circled numbers I found inside a strange book. 74, 53, 26, in that order. 74, 53, 26. Work on distilling power from blood. Research for various contraptions, like the voltaic battery in the telegraph room. A periodic table with the names, abbreviations, and details of the elements. I wonder if these are related to the ringed numbers in the mathematics book. Let's see. The evidence. 74, 53, 26. 74. 74. W. 53. I. 76. Wios? Wios? $26. Oops. Why? Wife. It says wife. What? What? A range of scientific equipment, but I cannot make out the specifics of the experiment, if indeed these are all related to one project. Books on magic and fringe sciences, a very different selection to the library in the hotel. Records. Financials, including land and other assets. Books written in many languages, none of which I can read. Look, a scientific bust. The head is covered in many segments, each with letters on them. They seem to press inwards. I wonder why. Oh, I know. Let's use this. There must be a code, but which buttons and in what order? I know. W. I. F. E. Are the floorboards shaking? Uh-oh. Oh my god. A hidden door! Jars full of human organs and animals preserved in strange fluid. The dilution of generations. A smear would not be enough to open the gate. Not a drop could be wasted to ensure success. Then a note. The blood must be fresh. They cannot perish before exsanguination. Okay. What the hell? Well, let's go through the door, shall we? Secret room. Is this a shrine to Mary Blake? I don't think I should touch anything in here. What the... I guess this was her room, right? Oh my god, this is her dress? This is terrifying. Okay, well... I guess we go to the entrance hall then? Oh, we're behind the gate now. I think this is where we came in. Interesting, interesting. What the hell is this? It seems to map the Blake lineage back as far as Edward Blake, the man who built this place and planted his family here. It looks like one branch of the family has been erased. I cannot make out any names, but from this, they would be cousins of the Marquess. An account stating that once he had taken the fort here, Edward Blake forced himself on the chieftain's daughter. Her name was Grain Ni Imirjan, and she bore him a son. Thus was the Blake line carried on, intertwined with the people of this place. Oh, that's horrible. There's no record of what happened to her after the birth. The letter P has been scrawled across the page in red ink. That's horrible. Ew. Empty bedroom. What the hell is going on here? Books on Irish mythology, magic, and the old ways. Sections on Tir na Nog have been circled. That's the land of eternal youth, the Irish afterlife. Scrawled across this, we will send that thing through the portal in exchange for Mary. The letter Y has been repeatedly circled in red ink. He wants to bring his wife back. S, P, and Y. Blake has been sleeping in here? Has Blake been sleeping in here? Nothing in the wardrobe. Look, a simple projector with the lens cap still on, but it doesn't have any slides. Remove lens cap. Just light. Am I missing something? Yeah, I mean, it's probably in the safe, right? There could be something interesting in there. Find the safe code. S, P, and Y. Oh, maybe here. S, 16, 15, and 39. I need to write this down. I need to turn the dial left for the first number, right for the second, and left again for the third. So, 16, 15, 39. I did it! And it didn't close. Save contents. A pile of projector slides. And this. A stone with a hole carved in the center. Why would this be in a safe? The note says, these hagstones will keep us safe during the seance. Make sure Walter has one. I might take one too. Odd stone. Okay, let's put the slides in here. Stars? Is there a pattern hidden among these stars? I'll adjust the dials and see if a solution will make itself clear. Ah. Okay, interesting. Oh. Ah. Oh, I see it. I've seen this before in my dreams. I wonder... Yeah, let's do it. Let's open it. It's the same shape I've seen in my dreams. Use. Oh my god, it scared the shit out of me. I wish I hadn't expected that. What are you hiding, Marquez? Let's go. It seems to be an empty closet. The wall has sealed itself up. There's no going back. Somebody's coming.
My boy. It is time. I know this is hard for you. But think of your mother. Your sacrifice will bring her back to us.
What?
And bring you back to me. Your chair gone. Your voice restored. You will not be dead for long. I promise.
Sorry to interrupt, sirs. They're ready for you at the seance.
Yes, of course.
What on earth?
Oh, young master, you look so smart. His mother would be so proud.
What?
She will be, yes. We had best get moving. Time, as they say, waits for no man.
Huh?
The chair was empty.
Yeah, what the hell?
But both the Marquez and the housekeeper spoke as if it wasn't. Were they under another spell? Is Walter Blake even real? Oh, he must be. I've seen his portraits in the manor.
Okay, nothing in the drawers. Pristine toys. Strewn about if they've been used, but absolutely pristine. A children's book about a little girl who lives with her grandfather in the mountains. The pages are stuck together like it's brand new. Stories about a little boy's adventures on a hunt for long-lost treasures. There's no indication that it's ever been opened. Oh no, I didn't mean to look at it again. A toy soldier in mint condition. I don't think it's ever been played with. What the hell? tray. These meals are untouched and cold, but they are fresh prepared earlier today. A painting of Mary Blake. A little dog on wheels, no phrase on its leash, no paint of its wheels. Spotless alphabet blocks arranged to spell the word God, and a wheelbarrow that looks as good as new. The hell? Yeah, nothing here is touched. No scratches, nothing. What? Okay, this is open now. Is this open? Wait, am I supposed to go here? Where am I supposed to go now? That portrait, I wonder...
The young master is here, but... No. Wait. This paint is different. It's fresher, newer. Somebody has added him to the picture and altered the mother's arms to hold him.
What? It's a perfect forgery and easy to miss, but Walter Blake has only recently been painted into the Blake family portraits.
He isn't real. He is a fabrication that the Marquess and the staff seem to believe is real. But why?
Mary Blake, her expression is unhappy. Jonathan Blake, he looks younger here and more content. There's a glint of something missing from his expression. Hunger, sorrow, I cannot tell. Okay, I can make a hypothesis now. Let's do that. This is crazy, what? Jonathan Blake intends to resurrect his wife. His wife to save his son, but he has no magic? What if... No, that can't be. Okay. But Walter Blake isn't real. That doesn't make any sense. Intends to resurrect his wife. To... No, the other way around. Intends to sacrifice his son to resurrect his wife. But Walter Blake isn't real. What if... I know what happened here. That's crazy.
Walter Blake seems to be a shared hallucination between at least the staff and the Marquess. But the paintings of him, they are very real. He has been freshly painted in over original paintings. It's a very good forgery. I only realized when I knew to look for it. How can that be?
There was a real Walter Blake who is now gone. The images are torn from other pictures. The culprit hired artists?
With this volume of work needed, they would have been smuggling pieces out, either en masse or for a long time. Either would have been noticed.
The culprit is a skilled painter?
This level of replication, not just here but in all the portraits, suggests the culprit is an expert artist. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Mystery solved. Walter Blake is not real. A skilled painter has been adding him to paintings. Walter Blake cannot be saved. Walter Blake is not a real boy, but some form of mass hallucination that the Marquess and the staff are experiencing. This ritual, it doesn't seem like anyone is going to survive. It's also my last chance to find and save Evelyn Dean. I need to get out there and stop it. Okay, guys, I have this... YouTube has this quiz feature I've seen when uploading videos, and I'm gonna try it right here. I wanna make a quiz and make you guys guess the culprit. I think I know who the culprit is, and I want to put this quiz here and let you guess before I find out for real. So it's gonna be up on the screen right now, and you can guess who you think the culprit is. And it's gonna be real interesting to see what the people think, because I think I know who it is. Okay, that should be enough time. Let's see. They are a skilled artist. He's painted many fine pieces in his room. So it's probably not her. I'm going to eliminate her. And I think it's him. So I need to stop the ritual. Let's see. I think it's Mr. Coventry. I found this odd stone. I need to stop the seance. Okay, well, let's go then. And now it's 9 p.m. I need to go to the hedge maze. Oh my god, guys. This is it. I lost track of time. The seance will be starting soon. I need to get out to the hedge maze and put a stop to this before it's too late. Let's go. Wow! Oh my god. The music, it sounds amazing. Look. It's Walter's chair. Walter's wheelchair. Walter's wheelchair. They wheeled it out this far, then abandoned it. What does Blake think is happening here?
The circle is sealed. We call now upon the spirits.
It looks like they have begun. Whoa, this is sealed off. There's an empty space here. It's for me. Waiting for me. I shouldn't keep them waiting any longer. Whoa!
To come forth, be witnessed by us, be heard by us. Age posco. Nego te recusare.
Whoa.
Good lord.
Oh no. I'm alive. I'm okay. But Carmela, she's and the others, I don't know. Apprehend the suspect. She's dead. Miss Mantovani is dead. Apprehend the suspect? Well, oh my god. What?
What are those things? Are they fake?
Whoa, they look so cool. I failed. I died. 19 people survived. Wait. I should probably not... I don't think they like to be looked at, right? I'm alive, I'm okay. But Carmela, she's... and the others, I don't know. Okay, she's dead. Oh, this is where I need to go. The suspect ran. Oh! Oh, they are so scary. Oh, no. What?
What are those things?
Oh my god, that's so scary. Leave me alone. Oh.
The energy goes this way. But how? My head.
Speak your name to enter.
It wants the culprit's
Oh.
name. But who?
I know. Yes, Mr. Coventry is the culprit.
Welcome, Simon.
It's open. I did it. That was correct. What? Investigate the mausoleum? I'm in one of the... Oh my god, I'm in the mausoleum. That's where I wanted to enter the whole time. What is going on here? A bed with research materials on it. Was Coventry sleeping down here before the event? Ah! Okay. A dedication. Here lies Norman Blake, died in Church Cave Inn, 1805 to 1836. Where it says buried as he lived alone, it's scratched over frantically. Okay. That's weird. The tag says Miss Dean. So this is where it was brought? Oh, this is the same thing, okay. Paintings. Various paintings of Walter Blake that Coventry must have discarded for whatever mistakes he feared people would see through. The reference photograph has Henry Blake, 1840, written on the back. What? Oh my god. Notes. Some rough notes. Often recognized me after all these years. He was only a child when I visited his camp seeking their wisdom. Even my own flesh and blood didn't know me. In hindsight, I was probably memorable enough, a wealthy outsider coming to ask for their god. I shouldn't have panicked and attacked him, though. That was risky. But what if he outed me? Thankfully, I played in those catacombs as a lad and know all their secrets. My back is in agony today for it. I have taken most of a bottle to ease the pain. By tonight, back troubles will be a future problem. This time I will care better for my joints. What? A bottle of painkiller. It's empty. Notes on the ritual I found under Miss Dean's bed. Mr. O'Finn's too. Okay, let's see. We got the culprit right. The seance is the beginning of a larger ritual that endangers everyone. Can I get out there and stop it before it's too late? Yeah, the Fae were so scary. Okay, apprehend the suspect, okay. The door is locked by a sigil. I don't recognize it. I am trapped unless I can find something of use in the mausoleum. Okay. Oh, I think I didn't look at this. Oops. Photograph. Looks like a photograph of Walter Blake, but the writing on the back says Henry Blake, 1836. Oh, a pile of papers.
A collection of papers. A birth certificate. And a journal. It's the birth certificate of a Henry Blake, who seems to be the older cousin of Jonathan Blake, the actual heir to the title and lands here. His father died when he was still a young lad. Rather than pass the title and lands to Henry, an attempt was made on his life by Jonathan Blake's father. Henry's mother took him and fled. She died soon after, leaving him alone in the world.
Oh my god. That's horrible.
All he had were his father's notes, the notes that resulted in his death. Among them, the sigil. He spent much of his life studying the occult to make sense of the sigil. And eventually, much older, he returned to the manor, armed with the understanding of the ground's secrets. He had adopted the identity of Simon Coventry.
This is
a man
Henry.
who had also recently lost his wife. Over this, he bonded with the Marquess and used that to gain the access he needed to search the grounds. He found the chamber his father had died opening and was able to get inside. That is where he discovered Guivnu, locked in a deep sleep, the god's dreams already coloured by the events happening around him. Coventry took advantage of this through prayer and something he calls his Shrine of Images. And Guivnu's dreams reshaped the minds of everyone around him into thinking there was a Walter Blake who's been crippled in the accident that killed his mother. Because to unlock the gate he needs Blake blood. It says here they are the last of the third Milesian bloodline. The Marquez will kill himself, thinking he both kills and frees his son. The god's dream can't force anyone to act outside of their interest. He couldn't be made to kill himself, but he could be tricked into doing it for the right reason. Then with Blake gone and the god freed, Coventry will ask for his reward, to have his youth returned. He will then take his place as the heir in the form of Walter Blake, the son with paintings, documents and mesmerized staff to vouch for him as the next in line to the title.
God. Sigil. A sigil fell out of the pile. Okay, let's do the hypothesis first. This is so crazy. He is Henry Blake. Oh my god. That's so cool. Oh right, I had a hypothesis on him. The culprit after all. Simon Coventry's goal is to free the entity in order to assume the role of his magical fabrication, Walter Blake, to inherit his ancestral home, because his real identity is ousted heir Henry Blake. What if I know what happened here?
Simon Coventry is really Henry Blake, ousted heir of the Blake title and fortunes. He has returned with the intent of using magic to reclaim what was taken from him. I need to stop him.
Who's Mr. Coventry? I understand now that Mr. Coventry is actually an heir to the Blake estate, Henry Blake. Okay. Let's get this man. Okay. Oh, like this. I got it. Perfect. Oh no! These Fae are so scary. Oh my god. There's more of them. They're closing in on the church. Yeah, let's go in quick. Oh my god. The Reverend, he's been murdered. What? The Fae are inside the church. There's nowhere left to go. What the hell? What? This is crazy. This is so cool. Oh my god. It's Guivnu. Coventry. Henry Blake. He's praying to the entity. To the smithing god Guivnu. Oh my god, it's Miss Dean.
Miss Dean! I need to find a way to get her out while she's still alive. It's Mr. O'Finn.
Mr. O'Finn.
He seems to still be alive. I can't see a way to open this and get him out.
Oh my god. Can I not look at this? Maybe I need to apprehend. Oh!
Shh, shh. No, Walter. No tears now. Not long to go. Mummy will be home soon. Thanks to you. A big, brave boy. This will only hurt a moment. Then Daddy will talk with the floating man and bring you and her back. Then we'll all be together again. One big, happy family. What are you doing here? I won't let you stop this.
Oh no. I need to get through him. Think. Okay. You cannot save your family. You've been tricked by Henry Blake so he can take over your ancestral home. What if here goes nothing? You cannot save your family. You've been tricked by Henry Blake so he can take over your ancestral home.
Fooled? But I would have all I could ever. Who was restraining me? And where is my son? Where is my boy? He should be here, shouldn't he? No. I thought. No. I didn't. They were not my thoughts. Not at all. They were put there. There is no Walter. Just a cruel illusion. Oh, my boy. Taken from me. And Mary. My Mary. She is truly gone. Never coming back. Who would make a man think such things? Have such hope? You're right. I have been fooled. By a relation I did not even know existed. Fooled by the only real flesh and blood that I have.
Poor man. Oh my god. He's so scary.
Get off me, you fool!
How could you do this to me? You gave me hope. You gave me a son. Only to take them from me?
Some lucidity, is it? I am only doing to you what your grandfather did to me. I should have been the Marquess of Doon, and I will be. Islam, Jonathan.
You will be nothing!
Oh my god. Oh no. Mystery solved. The Marquess could not be saved. Marquess Blake was determined to resurrect his wife at any cost, but he had been tricked into nearly sacrificing himself by the ousted heir Henry Blake, posing as Simon Coventry. Action unlocked. Stop the ritual. The end of the Blakes. An enraged Jonathan Blake killed Simon Coventry, really Henry Blake, and accidentally himself, ending the Blake bloodline. Oh my god. I need to find a way to stop the ritual before it's too late. Okay, a painting of Mary. Henry Blake wielded grief like a whip to a slave. Okay, why can I not look at these? This? No. Okay. Oh, I can look at this. Standing stone. These look much older than the vats. Perhaps they're the original locks that the Milesians used to seal the gate? 3 stones. Wow!
The Tuatha Danann and the Milesians faced off for the final time at the Battle of Tal'Tiu. After much death, a truce was called. They agreed to halve the land between them. However, the Milesians tricked the gods by claiming the top half, so the Tuatha Danann went below ground through this here portal. Weavna stayed behind to build a lock for the portal that could only be opened again by him and the 3 Milesian leaders, using their blood. Once the portal was closed, he fell into a deep slumber, from which his dreams inspired those who lived here for millennia.
Whoa. That is so cool.
Until war came to the land once again. Oliver Cromwell and his forces arrived, led in this region by Edward Blake. They killed those living here, the people Gwevna had formed a bond with over the generations. Their blood seeped into this chamber and tainted his dreams. He felt alone and scared. He feels alone and scared still. He just wants to go home to his people.
Okay. A broken pillar. Clearly it had a sigil carved into it, but I cannot make it out now. Dial. Intact stone. Coventry's Henry Blake's painting of himself inserted into the family as Walter Blake. Right in front of Gwevnu, like a strange type of shrine. This must be how Coventry seeded that idea into the god's mind to keep it front and center in his thoughts, so they would be present in his dreams. Which is how it infiltrated the minds of the staff and guests here, tricking everyone into believing the child was real. And how he clouded everyone's mind about Miss Dean's disappearance and her room, as well as the staff's minds as to their having met him before this event. Whoa. Is this Guivno imprisoned here for an eternity? Something deep inside me is screaming not to get any closer. Okay. We need to do this. A pillar with a sigil carved into it, but what is it for? Dial. These dials, they seem to be kind of control panel. I should be able to arrange them in such a way to allow me to perform a sigil here. But what sigil? Am I supposed to free him? Release, maybe? Maybe like this? Yes, like this. Oh my god. I'm doing it! Yes! Oh my god! That was right! I've stopped the ritual! Hell yeah!
So... this is where the man who saved my life spends his time.
Oh my god, she's so pretty!
You'll join me.
Yes. I think at the very least, I will give you a drink.
Freed from the vase's curse, Miss Hisham became obsessed with seeking out other cursed items hidden across the globe.
Amazing.
Miss Montavani's family were devastated with the news of her death, but at least her last wish had been carried out, and they were set for many comfortable years. Mr. O'Mara's angel led him deep into the unknown parts of the world. I never learned in search of what. With the curse lifted, Miss Quinn was free to raise her siblings in safety. She supported them only by her earnings as a poet.
Aww.
Mrs. Darcy disposed of her husband's ghost on her route home. She later turned the events of the manor into the acclaimed horror novel, Eldritch House. Mr. Hunter left the manor and spent his remaining years breeding champion horses for the MacLeod family.
Oh, he went back there. That's so good. That's so amazing.
Mr. Doyle left Ireland to see the world. Free from his obligation, Mr. Dupre returned to New Orleans. With a newly opened mind, Mrs. Joyce accompanied him to the New World. Mr. Toussaint shared his account of the seance with his societal fellows, after which it was agreed he should spearhead a new department of supernatural investigations. He also published a paper, thoroughly correcting every element that Mrs. Darcy had embellished in her novel. Miss Callahan finally retired and passed the role of Dree on the Dr. Callahan. Mrs. Erickson destroyed all remnants of her magical persona and started a new life away from all things supernatural. With her family lands returned to her, along with the Quinn fortune, Miss Barbosa began a new life in Ireland.
Amazing.
Mrs. Lau
Aww.
and Miss MacLeod retired to a cottage outside London. They never attended another mystical event.
This is so cute.
Mr. O'Finn went deep into the forest and was never seen again. Miss Murphy continued the studies she began under Miss Dean and used that power to create a better life for herself. With Miss Callahan's help, she was able to reunite with her
My
daughter.
God, yes.
Father Sinnott retired and spent his last few years exploring the forests of Ireland with his hound, Seamus.
Oh, he named the dog Seamus. That's so cute. Oh my God. Oh, that's amazing.
Mr. Skerritt established the Skerritt Foundation, which set up schools and hospitals for the underprivileged. He is thought of fondly by those he helped. Mr. Varley used the treasure to purchase the manor. He turned it into a refuge for lost souls. He kept the name Blake Manor.
Oh, that's amazing. We saved 21 of 21 people and we solved all the mysteries. Yes! That's amazing. I'm so proud of us.
Do you think this will work?
I have no idea. But I have read her notes. She knew what she was doing. There's no harm in trying, right?
I'm not sure you can say that. Not after everything. But yes, let's do it.
Okay, Posco.
Oh my God, we're doing a real seance.
Negote recusare. Are you there?
Hello, brother.
Oh my God, we're speaking with our brother. Miss Dean did it. I want to open the portal. Yes.
He just wants to go home to his people.
Yeah, maybe we should do this symbol since it's right here. What would that mean? I think it will mean open, right? Yeah. This is it to, like, open it. Let's do that. Yeah, let's open the portal. I want to know what happens. Like this, yes. Okay, let's open the portal. Let's see what happens then. Wow, this looks so cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell? Not the horse! No! Oh no! Oh my god. I think I just killed everything. It's the end of the world as we know it. When you open the portal, holy, that's crazy. Okay, what happens when you close the portal? Did we kill the god? I think we killed a god. We killed Grievnu. Oh, it's just the same ending. Is it? Oh, this was amazing. I loved this game. Wow, I'm so impressed. Holy. I loved the theme, I loved the supernatural, I loved the artwork, I just loved everything about this. This was truly amazing. And I think the mysteries were the perfect difficulty to be head scratchers, but you could still solve them fairly easily. And the UI was amazing. The mysteries tab helped a lot because there's so many people there. You could get overwhelmed fairly quickly, which I did. But when looking at the mysteries tab, you could always get back into it, find your way back into it, find what you wanted to do. And yeah, I really want to know what you guys thought of it. If you could tell the culprit with the little quiz I put in, and yeah, what your thoughts were on the whole thing. What did you like about it? What did you not like about it? I want to know. I want to know everything. So please tell me. If you liked this video, please give it a like. It would help me a lot. Also, maybe share this video with someone who might be interested in this whole series. I mean, don't share the final episode. Maybe share the first episode or something. Spooky pets! Oh my god, Rudy, just like my dog. Amazing. Marshmallow. Cute. And spooky babies. Oh my gosh. Cute. Yeah, I can't wait to finish even more amazing games this year. And I hope you will continue watching.